Welcome to Join the Raid. My name is Raider, also known as Terry. I'm here today with my guest. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I don't even remember what my Twitch handle
Damn. Damn,
is.
son.
Yeah. I'm Nico. Old buddy. We'll just keep it at that right now. We'll do the handles later.
To your handle later. Hey, man, it happens. It happens. You actually wanted to be on the podcast, and that's one of those things I love to see is somebody that wants to talk. I have a couple people that do that, but most other, I got to approach them, and then they're like, I'll be on there. Why not? And then they get on here, and they're like, yo, you're not that soft, gentle kind of person. Like, no, no.
I'm down to talk. I'm a talker.
Oh
I'm like
yeah.
Donkey from Shrek. Love to talk. All right.
Hey man, there ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Ain't at all.
Yeah.
So me and you know each other for a good number of years since 2000. Who was it?
11,
2012?
dude.
2011? Oh, it's 2011.
2011. Yeah,
2011.
because
We
I
know
mean,
each other.
because that's when I joined. That's when I got in, and then I
Yeah.
went to Camp Lejeune and
Camp Lejeune.
Camp Lejeune in the fall, and then I went to MSW in the same I think the same year.
It
So
was the same year, I think.
yeah,
And we've been friends since then. And you just threw me off as a person in general, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was that what's going on here? How is this person and me just vibing like this little by little while we're working together? And
yeah,
then all of a sudden, it was like, I'm talking about food, and then food just started being our subject all the time.
yeah, dude. We just got pictures of us eating food, and getting. I remember eating pretty good around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, who showed me that good old fried chicken place.
Oh,
And
bro, the fried chicken was the best from there.
yeah, it was a honey butter, whatever the hell, I don't know, but
Uh, Chicken
yeah,
butter
no,
biscuit.
yeah, I mean, that's right. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, at first when I first met you, it was you and Dag that were on nights,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck!" Like they put me in charge. They put me in charge, of you guys, and I was like, "Damn!" I first of all, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do it. They just said like, "Here, you're in charge of your two other corpsmen that are like been there longer than you too.
Yeah.
You guys were on the floor longer than I was." But and I was like, "Fuck!" The first day, and the first day, I think I remember my ringtone going off. It was Careless Whisper, and I was like, "Wow, this is embarrassing." And then I was like, "Should I be a hard ass? Like, I need to be a hard ass, right?" And then like the longer you get to know me, just like you're saying, like slowly we're just kind of like knowing each other, and then you start vibing, and it's like, oh, actually, this person's pretty cool. And so, like, I mean, you're pretty menacing guy.
Yo. Look. I have a temper, but other than that, I'm
Yeah,
not menacing.
you're a
I'm
sweetheart,
a
man.
sweet. I see exactly. Somebody understands I'm a sweetheart, and that's how it works. But you get that other side, then it's completely warranted.
Yeah. I
So
mean, you're good to have around too. I
yeah.
mean, like it's like body somebody
Bro,
if you need to, not
yo,
necessary, not
yo,
necessary.
bodying people. Who was it? I think it was back in the day. It was Drew Medeiros. He
Boy, yeah.
he invited me over his house all the time, saying like, "Yeah, bro, just come hang out." Because he's from Louisiana, I'm from Texas, so it was just had that southern, let's hang out, let's fucking cook food, let's just get to hang out some more. And one
Yeah.
day I reached out to him, I think like 2 3 weeks ago, because
Oh, really? Nice.
I just thought about him. Saw his wife had a birthday and was like, "Yo, where's Drew at? I haven't seen him on Facebook in forever." But
Talking about Taylor,
yeah,
but they're not together anymore,
yeah. Well, I didn't know that.
bro.
I reached out to
Oh,
her. I reached out to her, bro, and I said, "Yo,
oh
how's
no.
how's hubby doing? I haven't seen him forever. Haven't seen you in forever. How y'all been doing?" The message I got was, "We're not together."
Oh
Well,
shit.
my bad. You know what happens when you don't talk to somebody in like 5 years?
It's wild. It is a wild. Yeah. I hit him up, not like I also hit him up out of random, like out of the blue, and then because I kind of saw that there was like some weird stuff going on, and I was like, "Hey, you good?" And so I just checked up on him, and like things were pretty hard, but like the same thing like with us. You
Yeah.
should just be able to just jump into like your what's going on, and like feel free to talk and like converse and just catch up. And that's the beauty about the military relationships, I
Oh
think.
yeah. Oh, bro. You cannot talk to somebody for like 4 or 5 years and get back in touch with them, and it's just like you haven't stopped being near each other. Weren't serving together. You weren't stationed together. You weren't always there every single day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that's why I love about it because I run into people because I'm still in old Jacksonville, North Carolina, of all places. I know. Yeah, get that judgment. And I left so many times, and I ended up coming
Coming
back.
back. You keep coming back.
And
God damn
and it's the truth. This place is a black fucking hole, man. It
it. It is,
is.
man. I don't get it. I don't get it. What it just keeps sucking you in. Fucking, I took the spaceship.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
went to another galaxy.
you went to Japan too, didn't you?
Yeah, dude. Okinawa.
How
Good old
see
Oki.
you? And that's one place like there that I can say that is way better than Jacksonville. Way better.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
the
110%.
food, the food, you
150%.
get to do a little bit more stuff than sitting in here. Go, Jacksonville, go to a bar every single day. That's the only thing you can do
Yeah.
really around here. Go shoot
Strip
guns
club.
every once in a while.
Driftwood.
Yeah,
Which
oh,
is not there anymore.
yeah, it's all platinums now. It's called platinums.
Platinums. Platinums.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they
put
they
some
get
they put some money in there now.
okay.
Yeah.
I hope they put some money in it. I mean, does it look nice? I don't know. I never
Yeah.
actually went to Driftwoods, but yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did go, and it wasn't to go
Yeah.
there. It wouldn't go there for the dancers either. It was just because my buddies were working.
Oh, okay. Sometimes you know what I've been finding out lately is with strip clubs. This food is a thing with strip clubs.
Yeah, and it's never ever. And usually somebody says like if they say they have wings at a strip club, I don't trust the place.
I mean, I I mean, you could go find a place that has nicer food than that.
I mean, I agree, but the same thing is like, they say, "Yo, we got wings on Wednesday at the strip club," and I
You
look
have to
at
have the
them.
specials, bro.
I
You
look
gotta
at
have the
them.
specials and bring people coming in.
I look at them. Like, yo, there can be. You could have said any other food, but wings.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it because unless there's like a good old boy back there, like Bubba Gump back there frying up those
Yeah.
wings, I don't trust it.
Hey man, you could be eating those wings, getting your hands all spiced up, and then you start touching the girls, man. I don't know.
Hey,
Um,
whatever happens in platinum stays in platinum. Is what I
they can get
heard.
spicy. The girls gonna get spicy, not
Hey,
just them wings.
hey, you know what? And that's occupational hazard on their part, not our part.
That's right.
Not
That's
even a
right.
little bit. They're trying to
Hey,
work their way through college or whatever excuse they want to give themselves again.
medical school.
Metal.
The strippers trying to go to
They're
medical
trying to be a
school.
doctor. That's
Nurses.
it. That's
You know.
it. Nurse. Yeah, exactly. One of those things, man. They're trying to do that.
I love seeing that kind of story. The stripper story.
It
The classic. It's a classic.
is a classic. And WAG, the podcast today is we're reconvening as friends because we haven't talked to each other and had a sit down conversation in about three,
Couple years.
4 years.
Couple years.
Yeah, so this podcast is gonna go no telling which way. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
magical surprise.
It's wild cards. Right.
And that's the only thing I like to do. And that's the best
Right.
thing about it. So, since you got out, you've traveled a little bit. I saw that you traveled some.
Yeah,
Where
man.
is where's the place that you say you'd love to go back to, like hands down, no matter what? Besides you live in Cali now, any other place, where would you just want to go?
Oh man, that's such a hard question, and every place that I've been to has like its own merits. Which is the funny thing. As I traveled more, I worked for American Airlines. Is the way I was able to travel,
Oh yeah,
and I traveled more in American Airlines than I did with the Navy, obviously. So like, uh, you know, so I'll just name off a couple places that I've been to, and then I'll be like, then if you have any questions. But I've been to Ireland, Paris, went to Spain about 3 times, probably Spain actually.
yeah.
But I did get robbed by a damn gypsy. Fucking gypsies, man.
Hey,
Fucking, you don't
yo,
trust them. All right.
yo, they say these things, superstitions about gypsies. Is that true?
I mean, like, you talking about like curses and shit, or
That's what I'm saying. They
what are you talking
curse
about?
you too when they
I
stole
don't
your
know.
stuff.
I don't. I honestly hope not. But my life is doing great right now, so maybe there isn't a curse. But I've been to Italy, so Rome,
Okay.
and Hong Kong. Hong Kong, I'd go again just because my friends out there, so it's nice and easy. But
Yeah,
if I was to say a place, I'd probably say, and obviously the continental United States. I've traveled all over there.
yeah,
I would probably say Ireland has the nicest people, Dublin, Ireland,
I agree with
and
that.
then like I'd probably go to Spain again and again and again and again and never get tired of it.
Unless you get robbed.
That was in Madrid too. That was
You
I
asked for it
I
there.
I the first time, honestly, you're right. I
You asked
dressed up
for it.
like $1 million. I dressed up like $1 million. I had this nice blazer on. I was like, I had some nice shoes, and like, there's a whole thing that happened. My family, they were right there. They were right in front of me, and they took my euros, dog. Like a lot of
look,
euros.
look,
Not
man.
even just a couple.
There's a secret when you go traveling and you're there for fun and not there because the military makes you go there. Don't dress the show out. Don't look like you have everything in the world because then everybody's gonna want to take it, especially because you're
Yeah,
tourists at that point in time.
yeah. And I don't look like a Spaniard,
Yeah,
so
you don't.
I
The
sometimes
Filipino mafia, man. Filipino
it's
mafia.
yeah, yeah. And now I look like a chief even more with the
Hey,
mustache.
there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that mustache. Couldn't grow it when you were in, but now it's all of a sudden it just wants to show
that's
out.
right. That's right. You remember Miss Winnie?
Yes.
I was like trying to grow my mustache out, and it was like really crusty. And she's like, Santos, why are you trying to grow that thing? She's like, I'm a man, Miss Winnie. Like, I'm trying to be a man. All right. So I was trying to grow my little crustache, little caterpillar. But no, it's nice and thick now. Yeah.
Speaking of her, I ran into her I think last week at Academy.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, man.
wow.
Because
Oh,
I go
how's
get.
she doing?
She's doing great. She's
Uh,
retired now.
okay. Yeah.
She retired now. Saw her and her husband, and then they saw me there, and they saw me getting like 4 or 5 boxes of wood so I can keep smoking food. So she looked at me. She's like, "Oh,
Um.
you still cooking?" It's like, "Of course I
Yeah.
am. I love to
You
cook."
still have the best brisket to this day I've ever tasted. Still to this day, no one has ever beaten it.
Bro, you know what, dude? I need to sing you some more food because I've just like made the art of smoking brisket and matching flavors and injections now.
Mm,
You will love it.
you're doing science now. You're doing
Yeah,
experiments.
I have to, man. I played around with honey and played around with ghost pepper and figuring out the right way to pair it with honey and so it's not too spicy, but you get all it actually accents the meat and just
Nice.
the perfect balance to it. And oh my god! And started making barbecue sauces again.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's kind of like a far cry from what it was before. I think it's just natural
it wasn't
smoke, right?
natural. It was just natural
Yeah.
smoke back then, but now I'm smoking it up. I'm making barbecue sauces that pair well with it, with the rubs I use, and bro, I I'm lucky to get enough for myself because when I tell people, hey, I got brisket, and all of a sudden they eat all of
Yeah, dude. I know why. I know why.
it.
All right. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but so what do you think is so far in your life? Because you told me, so 30s is the time for you right now. Because 30s is the time. Why now in your 30s do you think you're thriving more?
Dude, okay. This is for all the viewers, for anyone, all right? Your 20s, you ain't got shit. All right? You're going to school, you're trying to figure yourself out. Maybe you're going through relationships and shit, and like you're just not mature. You think you're mature once you turn 18. Hell no, you're still a damn child.
Yeah,
And so, like you go to school, right? And so that's going to take like at least 4 years if you're getting your bachelor's degree. All right. So at this point, I went to school starting out after the Navy. The Navy took up my youth. All right.
yeah,
Navy
dude.
took up 5 years, 5 years. And so at that time, I was just kind of focused on the Navy. And, like at that, I thought I was going to be in there for the long run. And then nothing I mean, yeah, I went to Okinawa, but I didn't get to go on a ship or anything like that, like I wanted to. But then, like I figured, as we were corpsmen, so still sticking with the medical field, do the typical Filipino thing
Of course you
and be a
did.
damn
Of
nurse.
course you
Be,
did. You know,
of course,
you know.
it's in my
Look,
blood.
look,
All right.
look, look, man. Filipinos in nursing, they are the richest nurses there are in the world. That demographic is true to stats still today.
Yeah, there it is. And so, you know what? Here I am living the goddamn the stereotype. Um, but I went to school, got my physical, like my physical, uh, right. I was like 130. I think when we first met, I was a
Yeah,
fucking twig.
you were a twig, bro.
Yeah,
You
I
were a
was a
twig,
twig.
and like you said, you like didn't know if you wanted to be a hard ass or not. I just looked at you all the time when you told me what to do, and I was like, "Is this little motherfucker talking to me?"
You still how to do it though. Yeah. Damn it.
I said,
Fucking
"Yo, I'll do it, but you need to
change those boxes, those glove boxes.
you
Damn
know
it.
look at you and be like, go change your
Yeah.
own goddamn glove
Yeah.
boxes. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Just because you're
No, but
Filipino and this Filipino mafia runs the Navy don't mean nothing to me.
we made it work though. I mean, we still made it work.
It
But
did. It
we were we
is.
worked we worked well. We all worked really good as a team. You, me, and Dag.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
somebody I haven't heard from in forever.
yeah, and you know what? I kind of hit her up the other. She's in California. She's in San Diego.
Yeah,
Just because like there's like this karaoke thing that they do at whatever for like punk music for
yeah.
our era of like 2000 whatever music.
So good music.
And she went to yeah, and I was like, "Oh, like blah blah blah, blah." She has a podcast too, I think. And she
Look at
does like
us.
yeah, everyone's doing podcasting, everyone's trying to but I think she's actually like pretty big on there with the MAGA crowd. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe that with her too.
yeah.
I really
Yeah.
do. Especially if
Yeah.
you knew her personality and she was goofy, funny, sweet,
Mhm.
sweet.
Mhm.
But the moment that flip switched, she didn't
She's
stop. She didn't stop, and I just
yeah.
looked at it as like, man, uh,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
like pissing you off. I really don't like pissing you off.
Um yeah. But
uh,
to go back to the 30s thing, so got my body right, all right, got my job, and then so all of the things align, and now I'm a nurse. So you have these three things: physical health, which also coincides with the mental health, because if I don't get my body right, I feel like a goddamn, I feel more confident. You get confident,
yeah.
and then you have a job that's paying you well. All right. Now you're matured, and now you can just do whatever the hell you want with this copious amounts of money. No, and I'm single, and I'm single.
And
So
you're
I mean, like,
single.
and like it's it's just a lot of fun right now. Just having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, dude. See that's the best part right there is because you can have a lot of fun, you can enjoy it, and no matter what's going on, you just look at it like I'm choosing to do this because I want to, not because I
Hmm.
have to do it. I want to do
Yeah.
this, and it makes it so much feels so much more fulfilling.
Yeah. I mean, life does get where you have to do things. Life does get in the way sometimes. Family, some friend obligations, things like that. But I mean, like, other than that, like, I'm just golfing, just fucking
Yeah, so
going on dates, doing
it,
all these other shit.
I see you with this golfing, and for knowing when you were in, you would talk about, yeah, I want to go golf one day, and then next week you'd be like, fuck that, I'm not going.
And then I try to do hockey.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, I did hockey.
every
Yeah.
week, every week, once a week at least. You didn't mention I'm gonna go play hockey. I'm gonna go down to Wilmington and go play hockey with them. And I thought about it. And I was like, all right, man, have fun with that. And I thought about it, and I asked you, I was like, do you know how to ice skate yet?
Nope.
He said no,
Yeah.
no.
Never in my life. Never skated. Bought skates, but I bought skates and learned how to skate. And then I started playing a little bit. And I started playing a little bit in Okinawa too.
Okay,
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was able to bring all my shit. Spent a lot of money there too.
you spent a lot of money.
A lot of money. No, a lot of money on the hockey gear.
Yeah,
Everything that I choose to goddamn do
it's
is
expensive.
taxed. Fucking expensive. I don't know, I have
Bro,
expensive
bro,
taste.
look who you're talking to with that. I have a problem with money like that because I might have it all. I might have it all in cash, and I tell myself I'm not blowing that money for this. But I see the one thing I was like, you know what? That's an investment. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that,
Yeah.
and I'd
Yeah.
use it, and then I use it for a while, and then all of a sudden I stop using it little by little, little by little, little by little.
Mm.
Next thing I know, I see it collecting dust. I'm like, why the fuck did I buy this?
What are you talking about? Give me an example.
For me, it would probably be I bought a stand-up smoker, which I hate.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. And instead of just the barrel side smoker, which I love to do, I can control it the way I want to.
Yeah.
I bought the barrel, tried it out, used it for a year. I threw that bitch in the trash.
Wow.
I
Very
bought
nice.
I bought a nicer smoker that I will use. I know how to use. I can keep the temperature regulated the way I want to, and yeah, I mean I put it up for sale and said, hey, $40, and I paid $200 for it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and nobody wanted it. So I was like, well, it's going in the trash because I'm not wasting space.
Do they have Buku yard sale? Like the June yard sale?
They do. It's not like it used to be, man. It's
Not like
not
it
like
used
it
to be.
used to be. It used to be you could like I remember furnishing my first house with that, and it was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
easy. Like
Yeah. Hell
20 bucks here, $30 here, sometimes free everything,
yeah.
just
Yep.
because everybody
Yep.
PCS and
That's
nowadays
right.
PCS season nowadays don't mean the same thing anymore. It's
Mm.
it goes that whole well, if we PCS, that means we're going to sell our stuff instead of trying to get rid of it. So yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
they're trying
Yeah.
to
The
sell it
resale
now.
market.
They're trying to sell it
Yeah.
for brand new.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a resale market, like how sneakers and everything goes. So I mean, I guess that's kind of like reaching everything now.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just like I
Yeah.
said, it's one of those things I just look at it and I'm like, I'm looking now like for a new couch, but I don't. It's not a priority. I'm like, it can wait.
Them bitches expensive too.
Yeah, they are. I tried to look for one brand new and I thought about it. I was like, I'll find one that's somewhere else, not here,
Yeah. That's right.
or I hit the
And
lottery.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
always talk about hitting that lottery, but we never, never. I never played it. I still didn't play it.
Dude, it's you always have to buy a ticket. You
Yeah.
always buy the ticket when the fucking the jackpot's, and then you start talking about it with your buddy. You're like, man, you know what I'd buy? What would you buy? And it's like, oh man, I'm gonna invest it. I'm gonna open a McDonald's or I'm gonna or
Hey,
some shit.
something.
Or I'm gonna open and then the day after the ticket gets chosen, it's not you. You're like, oh whatever, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just wait. It's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle, and it's stupid. I wish I'd won $1 million. You know what? $1 million is not even that much anymore. It's I
It's
need the
not that
jackpot.
much, but still, at the same time, is $1 million do so many things
You,
if
you
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 do it
could
right.
yeah you could use $1 million. Yeah,
Like
I
I could
I
use a
get
million
it.
dollars right now.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
asked me what do I do with it. I was like, well, first half that's getting invested, half of it is
yeah,
100% getting invested,
yeah,
so I can make that money back and then some, and start looking at the future with it. The other half of it, I'm gonna pay off every single debt,
that's right.
be debt free.
That's right. That's the
After
main
that,
thing.
yeah, after that, I'm gonna one trade my car in, get something what I actually want, put the
What
money
are you
down
driving
for
over
it.
there?
I'm driving a dad car right now. I'm driving a Chevy Trax.
That's not I.
It's the best gas mileage I ever had out of a vehicle, but the vehicles I've had, they've been diesel trucks, so
Oh yeah,
there's no beating that. There's no beating that. You know,
gas mileage is everything right now,
it
and
is.
you got a herd of munchkins to herd.
Yeah, every once in a while now, not all the time, but
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
I I would have to herd. So I was dad in Okinawa. So I had to herd everybody, all my department or whatever. I had a Mazda MPV,
Oh, really?
a little soccer mom van, little. So I mean, I get it.
Yeah. See, I hate it being dad, basically, of people. That's what
Hmm.
I have always been most of the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think about it as like, at least I'm responsible enough to realize that, hey, don't be dumb. and then they go ahead and they do something stupid. And I look, well, I did tell you, don't be dumb.
I told you so. Damn it. Yeah.
So what are we gonna do here with this? Are we gonna learn a lesson? Or are we gonna do it again? 9 times out of 10, they did it again anyways, and I just said, you know what? Hands up, not mine. Can't do it.
I don't claim this one.
I've said that to
It's not
somebody.
mine.
I
Yeah.
said that to somebody
Yeah.
before where they said, "Hey, Dad, you ain't my kid."
That's right. That's right. You ain't mine. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's
No, you
right.
need to go. You need to go talk to your mama and figure out what's wrong with you.
Damn.
Uh, so how was college for you?
College,
Or you had
dude.
college during COVID, didn't you?
Yeah, just like we were talking about before this, dude. I went to nursing school with so many hopes and dreams. I was, I was like, oh man, I'm about to be a nurse. Like I'm going to school for being a nurse. Who is the majority of people who are nurses? Girls,
Women, yeah, women all the time,
women.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
female dominated like profession, and so I do my prerequisites there, like, all right, like a couple dumb classes, anatomy, physiology, this and that. And then we start going into our cohort, which is gonna be like, that's when we start our nursing core program. COVID fucking hits. All I'm seeing are people looking like crap in sweats or whatever the hell, like, and they're all like just we're all just on Zoom and we're just
You're over here waiting on the whole college experience,
I
so
want. I
you
was
want
like,
it.
I want to go to parties. I want to hang out on a couple dates. I wanted to go hang out. Like do the thing. I want to be in college, and but also nursing school is completely different. The students there are not really like just always trying to party and stuff. My group was, uh, but not everybody. Everyone's like a stickler. You have those like
Yeah,
type A like nurses. That just have to have everything done like just like this.
yeah.
I was a C's get degrees kind of guy, you know. But I'm a great nurse. All right, I've got experience. All right, so
See,
you know,
C's get degrees, bro. That's the
damn
truth.
right.
It's true though. I mean, they do get
Hey,
degrees because guess what? You get a
mhm,
passing grade. They don't give a shit. Once you get your nurse's license, you don't say, "Hey, your GPA was so this low," but it says,
no,
"Hey, you got it." Like I have
that's right.
I'm finishing up another master's degree right now, and
Yeah,
I've had nothing but A's, 4.0 GPA the whole time, and then this
nice.
this time right here, I hit my first C, and I'm thinking
Okay,
about it. I'm like, I
this
don't
isn't
give a
that bad.
shit. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like,
this is whatever.
I got to live my life while I was going to school. What? Why did I do
Yeah,
this the whole time?
right. See, I mean, that's the exact mindset. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. You do have to get it done. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
get it
got.
done.
I
You
mean, I
gotta
got it
go.
done. I got it done. I
Yeah.
did like a whole. I did like a whole semester in like a week, but I got it done.
Oh,
I was
is that
horrible.
Mountain Dew?
Yeah, Mountain Dew, man, the worst thing you can
Yeah,
drink.
Mountain Dew. That is the best thing you can drink. God damn it.
Have you seen what it does to rats?
Fuck no.
It you can dissolve a whole rat in Mountain Dew.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
disgusting.
it's horrible, and we drink it like it's like it's never gonna
I
hurt
know.
us.
This is fucking up our insides.
Hey, man.
Hey,
I
my
mean,
A1C is like it's kind of up there. I'm about to get the sugar, dude.
the sugar,
Dude, I'm about to get the sugar.
got
Yeah,
diabetes.
the diabetes. Yeah, I gotta say, you were the first person that like you taught me that the
Yeah.
sugar.
Hey,
I was like,
I
I
had
say
to
that all the
educate.
time now.
I had to
Yeah,
educate you, man, because you said something about my sugar's high. I said no, the
sugar,
sugar, and
the
then
sugar,
and
sugar,
then your diabetes. Okay, we
diabetes.
got to get it
Yeah,
get it right, get it straight. And I think it's just I think when we became friends, it made life a whole lot easier for me, honestly. Because
yeah, yeah,
there's a lot of people that didn't want to hang out with me and be friends with me because I just seemed like an asshole without even talking.
yeah.
And then they saw you were very personable, you're social,
Yeah.
everything. They probably always wonder like, yo, why the hell you hang out with that guy?
Oh man, you're cool. You're a nice guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
you're a nice guy, despite what people. I tend to make friends with assholes.
that's
I
true. That's true.
I find because my friend that is in Okinawa, he's from New York, so
Yeah,
you know how people from New York are. They're kind of
yeah,
assholes too, and
true.
so like but just like you, he's a very nice guy. The worst part is that he says that he's a nice guy, and that makes it like not kind of true because
Because
now
he's
it
an
doesn't
asshole. Because
now
he
it
is an
just seems
asshole.
disingenuine. Yeah, he's like, I'm a nice guy. It's like, okay, you're kind of an
But
asshole,
this is New York.
but
This is New York guy saying I'm a nice guy. You got to take that into consideration too.
yeah, I'm a nice guy. Yeah, he's
Exactly.
yeah. So no, but yeah, he was a cool kid too. But no, I mean like yeah, I mean we went through the shit together. So I mean like it's always the experience. Yeah, nice. You focused your camera. Um, no, but yeah, and so but yeah, that was nursing school. It was nice and easy. Uh, met a lot of people, and at the end we started all hanging out because it started lightening up. We had to do clinicals. My clinicals were online.
Okay.
I did nursing school through a
All
fucking
online.
through a stupid a program, which it's like a game. It's like
Really?
you had choices A, B, C, and this is a dialogue that you have with the patient, and it's like, I'm hurt. I have an 8 out of 10 pain. And it's like, yeah, where does it hurt? You have to do the whole like assessment and everything. But it's like, it's stupid. It was stupid. It was online. And then at the end, now you're starting to see actually that students, I think from my generation of COVID students, COVID nurses, are kind of like suffering, I think, a little
Yeah.
bit.
For not having the
Yeah.
hands-on clinicals like normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I agree.
luckily we're corpsmen, so like we are basically functioning as nurses. So like it's very easy for me to kind of go in there and just do it. But a lot of people are struggling, I think, right now from
Yeah.
my cohort. Yeah.
See, I completely understand that, and I can sympathize with that. Me, on the other hand, I got out. I was like, I'm not. I went and did. I got a nursing degree. I did it, and you know what I did?
Uh,
I went cybersecurity instead. It was one of those things.
yeah.
I just realized, like, man, I don't want to do patient care anymore. I really don't.
Oh, you don't have to do patient care in nursing actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. So nursing informatics. I don't know if you heard about it.
I've heard about it.
Okay. Yeah. You just do computer stuff.
See
You don't
that?
deal with patients.
See, and that's what one of my friends said they want to get into, and I told them that if that's what you want to do, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Really?
I've only been a year as a nurse, but I'm already thinking about it. No,
you
no,
just you're
yeah,
like, you know what? These patients is kind of taking a toll on me. I kind of just want to deal with the computer stuff and then get my paycheck and then go.
that's right.
Not deal with y'all and all y'all's stuff. You're 8 out of 10 pain, but you're over here doing jumping jacks in the corner. I can see you.
That's right. You know what though? I don't work on the floor. I don't work on the floor. I don't work at a medical hospital right now. I
Okay.
work in a mental health hospital.
Oh, that's not bad at all. You
I'm
just
dealing with the craziest dude.
so you're dealing with people like me. That's it. You're
Yeah, I
like,
was about to
is
say I'm dealing with people like
that?
you, dude. I was about to say that. I was like, yeah, dude. It's fun though. I enjoy it. It's different. It's different from what we did.
Oh
So,
yeah, I
yeah,
believe that. I've seen a couple mental hospitals before.
you're familiar.
Oh, a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A couple days there. Spent a couple days.
It happens, man. You never know what's gonna happen. And I remember one of our patients used to give us a run for our money all the time, especially when we were night shift. It was an
Oh,
old gunny. You remember? I trust me. I know you remember him. If I can remember his name, you would be like,
I know him.
yeah, you like I know him. He always gave us a hard time, and somehow
Oh, Kennedy.
I was always paired with Miss Horn, and she always
Yeah,
got
yeah.
him
Oh, Kennedy.
every time. And then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
hit me in the back of the head with an IV pole,
Oh man.
and
Yeah.
everybody just looks at me and said, "How'd you let him do that to you?"
Yeah. I know, right? You're telling me, yo, he was pretty strong
He
for
was
how skinny
strong.
he was. Like, he was. he was skinny, like, but he's seen his
But you look at
tattoos.
the
He's seen some shit.
Vietnam, everything,
Yeah,
and this
you know what his
man,
name is? I remember his name.
I can't remember his name. Like that
Rest
was
in
it.
peace, Gunny Doherty.
Doherty. There he is.
Yeah, Doherty. Yeah, rest in peace to that guy. I look at his obituary, once in a while. I just remember, like, just to remember him.
Yeah,
Uh, but
he told
yeah.
us some cool ass stories about what he did, but man, when he lost it, he lost it.
Oh, dude, you
It
you
was.
can get him back. He's so lost. He's goddamn lost boy. He's fucking Neverland.
Yeah, me,
Fucking.
Miss Kim, all the time. She looked at me and said, "All right, Watts, you're gonna you got him." Like, what do you mean I got him?
Oh, yeah, dude, you got him, dude.
And
What
all of a
was that?
sudden,
Oh god, who was that white guy's name? The fucking. He was funny as hell. He was like a third class. He didn't give a fuck. Like,
I know who you're
uh,
talking about too.
yeah, he kind of like spiked his hair a little bit.
Yeah,
I remember one time that fool was watching. He was day shift, I think.
yeah.
He was day shift. He was watching goddamn 300
In
with
a
Gunny.
patient's room.
And yeah, and he's just sitting in there with him, because we were on the 1-to-1. We had to fucking watch him.
Yeah.
And like he's just like Gunny's just watching there like that didn't actually happen. Like it's like what do you mean it didn't actually happen? This is 300. This is Spartans, dog. You know? Like it was so funny. And then I remember he said something to Ensign Eileen.
Mhm.
He was like, she's Filipino. He's like, how much for you? I'm like, oh, dude. Yo, you good, Master Gunny, you
He
can't.
did it. He did do it. I remember.
Yeah, can't say that.
Oh,
And
I
yeah,
remember Reeb. We had Reeb. Used to
Reed,
be yeah.
Reed,
He was
yeah,
chill. That's the first
yeah.
officer I thought was 100% chill.
He's got degrees kind of guy,
Yeah, he's like
for sure.
he was, and
Yeah.
he always come to me like, "Hey, when you going out drinking?"
Oh
And I
shit.
looked at him. I'm like, you know you can't ask me that question right now, right? We're right here in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
of work, right in shift
yeah,
change too. Like everybody's still in the room.
yeah,
He asked me that question, and I'm like, "Yo, this is a setup. They
yeah.
trying look.
Where's the cameras?
I got NJP'd once. I don't want this right now. I don't need this
That's
right now.
right.
I don't need this
That's
right
right.
now. Not some easy setup like
Fraternization.
that."
We love fraternizing.
Yeah,
Best.
the bad thing is we were horrible about that.
We were pretty bad. We were pretty fucking bad. Like I was trying to hang out with everybody.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
and the bad thing is everybody knew it, and somehow we didn't. I was surprised we didn't get we didn't get slapped with DRBs or
Yeah,
NJPs.
we played it. We played it smart, man. We invited everybody.
We invited everybody.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
invited everybody,
invited
and
everybody.
but the actual people we wanted to hang out, hang out. So
Yeah. Oh
so yeah,
man, I have so many things from back then that just made me like laugh now.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just like, I didn't know how good I had it with just having these people around me all the time like this. I really didn't know it.
yeah, yeah.
And then we all left, and then I
Right.
realized the hard way. I was like, yo, these people are gonna be cool like that, and nope, mm
No, it's never the
mm.
same. Never is the same.
Grass is not always
And
greener.
and there was one time that you remember Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah, the worst. Oh,
yeah,
she was the one who DRB'd you, right? Or like got you uh fucked up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
She
Oh,
got
she had a
she
fucking
got
bitch.
me.
A fucking bitch. No,
She was
no,
on
and
mission. She was on mission for me because Chief Rutland. That's who it
Rutland.
was.
Yeah,
He told me, he's
yeah.
like, "Don't worry about this. It's all good. You're not getting in trouble." And then all of a sudden, he came to me like 20 minutes later. He's like, "Yo, so I spoke too soon. Um, get your blues ready." What?
Yeah, dude. Yes, dude. And like she was the worst. She was a mental health
Yeah, she was mental health.
what is it? The
She was an LPO for mental health, and then she
LPO, there you
came
go.
down to us,
Yeah, stupid.
and I was
And she
like,
started
"How
playing
did?"
mind games. Fucking two people try to commit like at least yeah, try to
Yeah,
commit suicide
yeah.
or at least talked about it. And that was like the worst. And that was actually a really hard time for us, I think.
It was.
And
They
then
go
and then you were
down
just always outside the door in your dress blues.
all the
And you're just always
time.
all the fucking time. I'm like, God damn, dude. And then yeah, she almost got me for me and Dag for mutiny.
She really is
You
about to charge you with mutiny.
of all the things to get charged, is mutiny. He's like, "Oh, you're talking to the officers and you're telling them how bad I am." And I'm like, "'Cause you are. We have to complain." And so I was a little upset that an officer did tell,
Yeah,
on me, so I was like me and Dag, so
and that's the
but we
funny thing
recorded
about it.
we
Y'all
recorded that
recorded
shit.
it.
Yeah, we were like, cause me and Dag got pulled in office, and then Dag is so smart. She put her iPhone on and she, like, recorded the whole thing. And
Yeah.
so it's like she had nothing to she had baseless accusations,
Oh yeah.
and then, she got kicked out. It was great.
Yeah. I left before she got kicked out.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they put me in like, hey, guess what you're gonna do? What am I gonna do? He's like, you said you want to be a Marines? Have fun. I said, thank you God, thank you.
Yeah.
After dealing
Yeah.
with her, man, I was like, anything but here.
Yeah. How was your time after? So, like, after Camp Lejeune, how was your time? I don't even, like, really
It was a struggle. Went through divorce
Yeah.
while transitioning over to FMF, and it was one of those
Yeah.
things that I would never regret going greenside. I never ever will.
Oh,
It was
good.
one of those things I loved more than anything else, and I talk to them a whole lot still because they literally hit me up all the time. They're like, Doc, yo, what are you doing? Yo,
Yeah.
we coming into town. You still here? Or you where you at? We come see
Yeah.
you, and I made a lot of good friendships over there.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
Me and Paresa, I don't know if you remember him. He was in the barracks with us, and
Okay.
he went he went Marsoc,
Okay.
and
Right.
he looked at me. He's like, "Yo, I know you know how to do all this stuff. You should probably come over here and try it."
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Are you sure, man? Because I got like
You're broken as fuck, dude.
I got six
You
more
didn't
months." And he's like, "It doesn't matter. Just try." And I did. I said, "You know what? Why not? Why not?" He said, "You like Greenside so much. Try Marsoc. Just try out. It won't hurt you."
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
did. And then I was like, "I'm about to get out. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Cool. Screw it. Whatever." Get that phone call. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you called the wrong person.
Oh, uh-huh.
and,
Yeah.
and then it came to find out that when I was transitioning over from Building 65 to Greenside, the officer that used to lead it, I think his lieutenant commander, I think his Greer, he was at MARSOC
Uh-huh.
taking over for their MOs. And he said, "Yeah, I remember you." Oh, is that a good
Oh,
thing or a bad thing?
yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
He's like, "That's a really good thing because you did a lot of good things at Building 15. You did a lot of good things at Building 65.
Yeah.
We tell you what to do, you get it done." He's like, "I don't know what all this other stuff is in your record, but
Yeah. Yeah.
something tells me that there's some problems." And then I found out she got kicked out, and I was like, "Well, this happened, this happened, this happened." And he's like, "Oh, you know she got kicked out, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "So
Mhm.
is that how your shore duty got cut short because of her?" It's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." So I'll take the lashing. If I can't stay in as long as I want to stay in because of that, that's fine. It's better than me getting kicked out on something that I didn't do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it was one of those things of they cleared a lot of stuff up for me
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah.
and I appreciated that. And I told him
Yeah.
like, look, you didn't have to do this if you didn't want to, and I really appreciate this, especially what I'm going through right now, trying to figure out how to weigh the guidelines of this divorce thing, what I should do, what I shouldn't do, everything else. And
Yeah.
he looked at me. He's like, "I've been divorced before too, so that's why I'm trying to make sure that you're okay." He's like, "You seem like
Mhm.
you're in the right mental health space over here with us, and if you need anything, just call me." And then I think I called him 2 months ago just to get his advice on a job.
Oh, Greer sounds like a really good guy.
Oh, he is. He's a Mustang too,
Yeah.
so it helped out a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a
Yeah.
Mustang until we had that sit down talk. Sat in his office, and I looked
Yeah.
around, and I was like, "Yo, this man was a chief."
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So it was one of those things that he understood the enlisted side gets screwed so much, and he's trying to make it better for all of us. And he's still
Yeah.
in. He's still in right now.
Shit, man, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it
I was thinking
is.
about going back in too.
You thought about it?
I'm still thinking about it. I
I
could do
mean,
it.
you can do it because you got your
First
degree
off,
now.
yeah,
You know,
I won't
just
get in trouble for for talking to nurses. No, I might get in trouble for talking to corpsmen now.
yeah, yeah. It's all
Oh,
paperwork now,
no,
man. So you got to be careful with
uh,
everything.
yeah.
No matter what you do, you got to be careful with everything, and it's just one of
Good.
those things that you. I don't like how the newer military is now. Like,
Oh,
I got a lot of shit when I was in, but at least then, if it was like it is now, I would have been kicked out within a year.
dude, dude, right? Yeah, not appropriate.
You would have got
Yeah,
kicked out if like
yeah,
Brown would have even heard of that instantly.
bro. No, I would
So
have been done. I would have been done. No, yeah, it's changed. It's changed, but just only for. I just want to look like Tom Cruise. I just want to wear
really,
my
really,
white officer uniform with look
pulled
sexy,
the
man. Look
pulled
sexy
the
in the white. The
pulled the
Tom
Tom
Cruise,
Cruise.
fucking Maverick, dog, Maverick. Love,
I
oh,
get it,
dude,
man. I haven't seen the new one yet. Still, I need to.
to watch it. Too good. It's better
I
than the first one. Better than the first
I mean,
one, I
it's
think.
like, that shouldn't be hard in this day and age. It should not be hard to make it better. It shouldn't.
Oh man, sequels are just or reboots are just
Yeah,
straight shit, dog.
you're not lying. You are
There are a
not
lot of them.
lying.
A lot of them. But my Maverick did a really Top Gun Maverick did a really
It,
good job.
it did do a really good job.
I mean, I have the mustache
Yeah.
basically because
Uh,
Miles Teller was the hot ticket item of the summer of 2022. Girls love I don't know what it is.
yo,
Girls are
yo.
liking the stash right now. Pedro Pascal, Daddy Mandalorian, he's got a mustache.
Hey, he does have a mustache, but I don't think all of them put that in the time and effort as you did to get yours grown. Honestly,
Yeah, it's
because
years.
I watched that for a while. That I watched that
Yeah,
train wreck for a little while, and then
it's
I see you on social media. I was like, what the? Is that Santos?
yeah.
Is that really Santos? He got some
What is this called?
mustache. I was in my head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he got one of those prop mustaches, and oh, bro,
Yeah. Yeah.
You and Cali, anything could be fake over there. So it's one of those. It's one of those.
Right. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, honestly kept going for it. Okinawa kept going for it. And then after, I don't know, I'm starting to grow a lot of here too. Here.
I don't think
I
you're
get
gonna. I
patches.
don't think you're gonna.
I get patches.
I don't
I
think.
can't beat that. I can't beat that.
Yo, man, my
Nuh-uh.
beard's not the same since I shaved it all off. Like I had a really nice.
Oh,
I had a nice one,
yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
shaved it off for a job, and then
Was it worth it?
the job was worth it. I made $35 an hour.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I couldn't complain about it. So it's one of those things
Oh,
of shave it because it was dealing with chemicals. So I need to
uh,
had a respirator fit test, so I had to shave it
yeah,
off, and it never grew back the same. And I was upset about
yeah.
that. I think that's
You probably
honestly,
look like a baby without all your
I
facial
do
hair. You
look
look
like
like
a
a baby.
baby without my facial hair,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
and it bugs me a lot.
It bugs me too. Yeah.
You
When
still
I
look like
shave
a
this,
baby.
I still do look like a baby right now. But I mean, like without a mustache, it's like I look like 12 years old.
That's true.
I look 18 right now, maybe.
Well, what do you think is besides your 30s, since you're in your 30s now, you're enjoying life. Besides your 30s, what time frame would you think was probably the best for you?
But uh,
Yeah.
no, no, I will probably say that the Navy, like that span of 2011, 2016 was a really uh enlightening like period of my life. Met a lot of people that, long-term relationships, really grew to find out like what it is I wanted to do, and experienced a lot of shit that how many people how what's the percentage of people in the United States that sign up, like
I think
it's
it's
under
less than 9%.
60%. Okay, 9%. Yeah, I only experienced something like 9% of people do in the world, and so like I carry that everywhere, and I proudly too.
Yeah.
I have a navy scrub cap somewhere. Yeah, so I wear my scrub cap. This is look how moto this thing is.
Oh,
No,
bro, this is so moto
yeah,
with
this
the
is
with
fucking.
the
I got
ace on
fucking
it, with the
yeah. We
ace
got
on
the A,
it.
and we yeah exactly and then the bald eagle. Rah! There you go. So yeah, I represent everywhere. And everyone has questions to ask, and I proudly tell them.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like yeah, it was a good time in my life. But
yeah. I get most of the everybody asks me said, "Do you wish you never went in?" I'm like, no,
no,
no, I
yeah,
don't
like
wish that.
yeah, it's interesting 'cause there are people though,
There are.
interestingly enough, and I find that after like people after we served. So like I don't know, like at 2016, we're later the later times, we're old now.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we're old. I feel like people just don't want to fucking just didn't even want to like they joined and they don't want to do it.
Oh yeah,
Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe
I
it's
knew
the Air
people
Force. I
like that. I knew people like that when we were in though. They didn't want to be there, and in my head's like, why did
don't
you
know.
sign up in the first place? You had your easy way
Uh,
out.
you know what? Actually, now it comes to mind. Actually, we did work with probably a couple people that probably immediately regretted it as soon as they hit the floor. As soon as they hit the floor.
Oh, they did not realize that. Hey, just like I told them that. Hey, sometimes it's gonna get shitty. Sometimes we're gonna have the best time of your life here. I'm just gonna tell the
Yeah.
truth. Like, what do you mean? Say, if you work nights, you're gonna love your life. If you work
Uh-huh.
days, if you're good with the officers that come up here to visit the floor and everything
Yeah.
like that, you're gonna love your life. But if you
Yeah.
don't like either one of those, you're gonna be in hell.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
it.
I the I tell people we did like nights for like fucking like a long time.
I did
A
do nights a long
long
time. I tried to stay on nights,
Yeah,
bro. I
they kept
tried.
you on nights. You didn't have to try. They just kept you on there.
They're
Like,
like,
oh
"Oh,
fuck,
you want to be on
you too rough
nights?"
around the edges. Too
Yeah.
rough around the edges. You can't deal with fucking people. Like, no, you could deal with people, but like, you'd be too rough around the edges, I think.
They didn't like my honesty. That's all it was.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And it's honestly it's the best policy.
and then
You're too
the
blunt. You're too blunt with
and
people.
then the CO come up to me and ask me questions on purpose all the time. And the next thing I
Yeah.
know is like, who is it? I think Chief Rutland came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you need to go to the CO's office." God damn it!
Damn it,
He's like, he looked at me.
dude.
He's like, you know what? He's like, I need to get a bell around the CO. He told me, he's like, I need to get a bell around the CO. That way, when you hear that bell, you just need to dip out. You need to go,
Run.
disappear, because you
Yeah.
seem to be his favorite person in this whole hospital. I was like,
Hey,
yeah,
he liked you, man. He
yeah, but
liked your honesty.
he never ever. I never got in trouble when we sat down and talked 1-on-1. Never got in
Yeah.
trouble. Master Chief didn't get in trouble with him. He said, hey, I get it. He's like, but just patience is a virtue, and you got to realize that some people are just soft and weak. You got
Yeah.
to realize that. And I was like, I'm trying
Yeah.
to, but I'm saying it in the nicest way possibly that goes across my brain. And when I stop and think about it too,
Yeah.
he's like, I see that because I saw somebody ask you a question, and you didn't instantly like just initially get mad at her. You just talk to her like a normal person, like a normal adult. You use vernacular that they really aren't used to, so they thought you're being an asshole.
There it is.
And I was
Yeah.
like, so because I'm educated, it's my fault why they feel offended? That makes no sense.
I don't know, man.
And
The more you cuss, the more educated you are.
yeah, and we talked about it on this podcast before that, a lot of people are like that. A whole lot of people are.
What
And
was what like what?
because you're educated and use a better vernacular,
Uh-huh.
that
Uh-huh.
it's going to be one of those things that makes everyone feel uncomfortable because just because they're too
Oh.
afraid either to ask or can't use
Uh-huh.
context clues to put it together what it could be.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So it's frustrating.
I, yeah, I feel that.
Get the camera right.
Yeah, it's out of focus.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta
So
love it.
I see your stuff on Spotify too, man.
Yeah, yeah, man.
You're on all the damn platforms.
Spotify, Apple, Google, uh, Pandora.
Yeah.
Um, actually, anywhere that has a way to stream podcasts, specifically podcasts, then
Yeah.
it's on there. There's only a couple I'm not on because the whole thing is as a whole doesn't have any following. So I just
Mm,
said, instead of wrecking my brain on how to get it on there, I'm just going to be fine with what I have. 'Cause I have more than enough platforms to use.
yeah, there's just so many, and you can use any of them,
Yeah.
and you'll reach somebody, uh, everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm surprised because I took 2 weeks off, and I went and looked at my analytics, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna have 2 weeks of no new growth. It's gonna be fine. I'm expecting this. It's no
Yeah,
problem.
obviously. Yeah,
Looked at it. 10 people, 20 people, 15 people, 5 people. I was like, where are these people coming from?
yeah,
And I ask it all the time. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, you promoted it. It's like, I don't. I'm not good at promoting myself. I'm not. I'm
yeah,
horrible at it.
yeah.
I do word of mouth is what I usually use, and it
Mhm.
works to what it is now, which I'm not mad about. I'm happy with how it is. And then
Mhm.
there's, hey, let's let's look at doing some clips and stuff like that, which I'm going to start doing that because I help a lot of people doing clips and content creation. So I'm going to start doing that for myself. The reason
Yeah.
I haven't done it for myself is because I'm trying not to get canceled.
Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I mean, yeah. It
the,
depends what you choose.
the
Yeah.
best ones I have, the best clips I can make, are just if they taken out of context even by a little bit, I'm getting canceled
Yeah.
instantly.
Raunchy shit.
Uh,
Raunchy shit.
oh yeah,
It's juicy as shit too, though.
it's juicy. It hits a lot of demographics, and I talk about a lot of things like with politics on top of it too, and
Mm-hmm. That's
and
a big one.
yeah, politics. Using history and just going by history because most people don't know Greek history of how it actually fell and
Yeah.
things and events that led up to that. And I said, well, if you look at Greek history, America's on the right track to follow that path.
Yeah.
And
Exactly it. Yep.
somebody in the Alphabet Soup army got upset with it. So,
Alphabet soup.
hey man, I
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Alphabet Soup because there's a lot of letters in it and they keep adding to it and I can't keep going.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, they get upset about it, and I can't do anything about them being upset. The hate mail is great. I love replying to them with nothing but facts, and then they never
Yeah.
reply back.
And yeah, you can't fight facts. I mean, you gotta fight facts with facts,
Oh yeah, all the
not
time,
your fiction. Yeah.
all the time, dude.
Feelings, don't care. Don't care.
Well, I was told your feelings don't matter. If you have facts behind something, the feelings don't matter. Especially if you're one proving something or disproving something, then just use your facts and be done with it.
Do you like Ben Shapiro?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I like it when he dishes out facts and shit. I think he's fun.
Oh
He's
yeah.
fun videos to watch, but sometimes a little too much. A little too
You say a little
radical.
too much. I just say it's just the passion comes out of him too much, and it just goes somewhere. It goes in a
Yeah.
direction he probably didn't even think it's going, and then he has to recant something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. I like his stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always good. Between him, have you seen Dave Chappelle's newer stuff? Because his newer stuff, how he's just kind of addressing the cancel culture instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah, I
being
did.
afraid to say something about it. He
Yeah.
literally is like, why won't I go on a big worldwide tour? And everybody's like, yeah, I want to see it. And he's like, no, not you people in here. I'm talking about everywhere else, because
Oh,
that's how you lose all the rest of your money and everything you own.
yeah.
He's like, I'm not
Yeah,
doing
Dave
it.
Chappelle's a good voice.
He is.
A good voice of reason. I mean, like I always thought he was, and like he was always speaking the truth, especially on like Dave Chappelle show. As much as he formatted it in such a way that it was like digestible to like such a wide audience,
Oh
even
yeah.
me as a kid, you know. But I was learning a lot from Dave Chappelle. No, but I mean,
Yeah,
like yeah, I learned a lot of about culture and then like politics and all that stuff through Dave Chappelle.
and the funny thing is, nowadays you don't get that same exposure anymore, like across everything in society now. If you're not looking at the news or actually researching it yourself, you're not getting that same, hey, this is in your face about what's happening right now,
Yeah,
but we're going to make it funny so it's easier to swallow.
if you watch SNL, it's kind of like watching SNL,
It
but
is.
SNL is boring, and it's SNL sucks now.
Nowadays it is. It used to be
Yeah,
funny. And then now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just nobody wants to get canceled. Everybody's afraid of that band hammer coming down on them no matter what.
yeah.
And
You know, we all have
rightfully
feelings.
so. Nowadays, rightfully so. It used to be, oh, fuck your feelings. Now it's,
Yeah.
your feelings matter even though we don't care about them.
Well, I would stream like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and some of the stuff extremely cancelable, extremely cancelable. So like if you go watch the old videos, thank God they're not there. But I mean, like we
Oh,
talk
I
about
know.
some dumb shit. Yeah. So I mean, you gotta get ready. You just gotta be ready to be canceled. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. That's why everybody looks at me like crazy. It's like, why does all your episodes say mature? Because I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And if we go down that rabbit hole, good luck to me and my future endeavors.
Right. I'm always worried. I'm like, I wonder if like my employers are gonna like see any of that stuff. Like, are they really gonna go dig deep
You
into
see,
it?
this
But
is and this is why you do the smart thing like I did. Everybody looks at me like crazy. They're like, "Oh yeah," because your email is attached to it, your social media
yeah,
is attached to it. All my stuff is separate from my main everything. I made everything
uh,
separate. Made a new email
yeah,
address for my name Raider. I made
yeah,
new Instagram, TikTok,
yeah,
uh, all social media forms, so that
yeah.
they come across each other. They don't coincide. There's nothing
You're
to say
right.
that the same thing.
You're right.
And then anything for professional, I have a different email address for that in total because I'm not getting trapped for something I did stupid like a long time ago.
That's smart. I should probably. I'm just too lazy. I don't want to separate all this shit, but that is smart. Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying you have to, but I know how chaotic I was when I was younger, and
Yeah.
that's why I did it. And I said it's worth remembering an extra password to make sure I can continue to
Mm,
progress and get better jobs here and there. Just so they can't say, "Well, we saw you hacked into this."
mm,
Nope, nope, nope. I have no idea what you're talking about.
yep.
Nope, can't do it. But yeah, dude, it's I can't believe it's been an hour already. Holy shit.
Easy. Nice and easy conversation.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's I love doing it, and it's one of those things I'm gonna have to ask you. If you had the opportunity, would you come back and we get these topics actually flowing?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, like, I talk about anything all day.
Oh yeah, I know you can. Oh, I know,
Yeah.
I know. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
12-hour shifts, man. You kept going until those one days when you were ready to crash, and that's when you were struggling. You're like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm gonna go to the locker room, and you covered me for a time, so that was great. I mean, like, you had to cover me, and I was like, "Ah, I need to take a nap, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude, it's
can't.
all good. I remember
Oh yeah.
I passed out right at the nurse station. Did not give a shit. I didn't
Hell yeah,
care.
you do. We have great pictures.
You're like, yep,
You know,
we
like,
just I
just
just
yeah,
passed out. Just
yeah.
nope, don't care
Hell
because
yeah. Oh
we
yeah.
have we have two
You got in trouble for that
patients.
too, though.
We have two patients, and there's six of us there. It's like there's no need for any of us to be here.
The one patient on normal sinus rhythm, hot
Yeah.
nights, and what's her fucking name? The nurse manager
Uh.
sneaking up on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. You got in trouble for that too? Everyone got in trouble for that. Yeah,
And I was like,
at some point.
it's one of those things. Why are you tired? Because I had to do stuff during the daytime before I came into work.
You guys made me do stuff during the day, like fucking meeting for some a mandatory
Oh,
muster.
it was meeting at 10 a.m. I'm like, yo, we just getting home, just getting laid down, and then we gotta turn around and come back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that was it. That was the straw right there. I was like, this don't make no sense.
yeah.
But I appreciate it. Did you ever look up to see what your Twitch handles are in it yet or not?
Yeah. So yeah, I did. All my social media handles are the same.
All right, you're gonna
Um,
send that to me, and
yeah,
I'll plug it, and I'll do some promo with you,
yeah.
and we'll get
It's
you set up, man.
yeah, Nico-san, Nikossan.
S A N N.
Yeah, the same thing as like my Instagram handle and like my Twitch handle.
Okay, just
Those
making
are all the
sure.
same now. Yeah, those are nice and easy. Like I said, I'm trying to just all of it just nice and easy, so I don't forget.
Okay, that's all good, and we're gonna. I'm gonna get up with you. We'll get some more fun stuff started up, and we'll get your schedule and because I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm free a lot more than I normally am because
Huh.
So then we can just go ahead and figure out what you want to talk about, or what I want to talk about.
Yeah, man. I could talk about the gym. I could talk about nursing, military, anything you want, buddy.
Yeah, I know you can. We're gonna have the co-host. Hopefully, we'll have the co-host back, and that's Mr. Suave. Call him Mr. Suave because he's
Wow.
sober intellectual. His name's Mr. Savage, and this man can, when he gets going, he's going, and it's one of those things I like,
Yeah.
especially topics and being intellectual at the same time.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
All right, man. Absolutely. Thank you for having me. The next time, right?
Oh yeah, next time for sure. All
All
right,
right.
everybody. Thank you for joining the raid. I hope you'll have a great night.